Story time. First story. No, no. Talk is Cheap podcast. First story. I'll tell a little story or whatever about a failed mission. Niggas that been running in the streets already know what the failed mission mean. I'll tell a story, but people in the story, their names should remain nameless or whatever. I ain't gonna put nobody names like that, or if I do, it's gonna be a fake name or whatever. But anyways, around 2002, in between 2002 2004, one of my best friends at the time came up with a smart idea to pull a move. Basically run up in somebody's little spot or whatever. At the time, I probably had like what I was driving. I was driving like a 1993? I don't know, 1993? In between 1993 1998. MPV, Mazda MPV, whatever. Pretty much like a minivan, sliding doors and shit on the side or whatever. Me and my best friend and probably like three other people about to load up in the V and pull a move. So I'm basically like a getaway driver. So we hit a few blocks, make it to the destination or whatever. My homeboy and three other people hop out the V. Go up to the little spot or whatever. Go in there. 5 minutes later, I see somebody running back to the car limping, and three other people coming. So I started up the car, whatever. It's ready to peel out. They hop in. The first one that comes to the car, that's the one that's limping. He jumps in the back. Oh, go. The rest jump in there. I pull off, doing like 50, 60. He's down the residential streets. Real hot. Goes back to the block. Pulls up to the block. Hops out. Goes into the little spot that we had. Goes up in there. I'm like, yo, what's going on? They tell me the story like, yeah, we went in there and it's basically a failed mission. They ain't really get shit. They probably got like a quarter pound at the most of weed. It's not no real fire. It's basically sticks and seeds, man. I'm pissed off. Like one of the boys, he injured, he limping. So we're like, what the fuck going on? Goes in there. All four of them, they let one person escape and run out the house. Like, this when I knew my little stick-up days was over with. They let somebody run out the house, and they had weapons. I'm not gonna tell you what type of weapons, but it could have got serious if they would have, use the weapons or whatever. All four of them let one person get out the house. So they basically, that person run wherever they run, they up in the house, like gathering whatever they can get before it's over with. Like getting in and getting out. So basically, the story I told, the person seen them coming in, and whoever was limping somehow got tossed out the way. Whatever the fuck happened, limping, fucked up his, I think it was like a leg or whatever. So, long story short, end up taking the nigga to the Strong Hospital. I think we took him to Strong Hospital. Yeah, fucked up his leg or whatever on crutches. Goes back to the hood. The whole hood know the fucking story. Outside of the people that was in the car, the whole hood know the story. So you already know that's bad. Everybody know, oh yeah, it was them niggas, they did this, they did that, or whatever. So we in the street, so you already know it's gonna get back to whoever spot we went into. Or we got word that whoever spot it was called some out of towners, the fans from out of town or whatever. I mean, they come get with niggas that did it. So days go by. I'm working at the time though. I'm working, hustling. I'm working a 40-hour job. They coming straight to the block. So get the word that some niggas from the DMV area, I think like Baltimore or some shit like that, Maryland, wherever, somewhere in that area, the DMV area. I think it was like Baltimore, if I'm not mistaken. Some niggas hit the town and was sitting outside our little spot. Our spot was on Genesee Street. Sitting outside of Genesee Street or whatever, plotting on niggas or whatever, like scoping niggas or whatever. Everybody that, I ain't gonna say everybody, but there was a few weapons around. We had a few weapons or whatever, so niggas wasn't really stunting that, but niggas was real cautious or whatever. So long story short, ain't nothing really happened on Genesee Street. But one of my best friends at the time, I think he got like he was talking to some girl and her cousin or her family had like a moped. Them shits was like lit at one time, if you believe it or not. He had a little moped or whatever, rented it out to him or let him hold it or whatever. So he was like so-called, this is the story I got. He had that shit for one day, and then I guess some out-of-towner niggas done heard the story from the hood and connected the dots and caught him on a moped and put the brakes to him, whooped him. You know what I mean? Like, did him bad, stumped him out or whatever. They could have killed him at the end of the day, but they just whooped his ass or whatever. I'm like, man, this shit crazy. So niggas was really on guard after that. Niggas was piped up, all types of shit. So that's when I just like knew, like, this little stick up shit ain't nothing. It ain't about nothing. I was making more money hustling. I was making more money at my 9-to-5 job, like, than doing some shit like that. It was like 5 of us all together, and niggas came out with a quarter pound. One nigga got injured on the mission, and one nigga got his ass whooped. So it's like, that shit ain't worth it, and it could have been worse. Niggas could have got killed over that. A fucking quarter pound. That probably was like $300 at the time, $350 at the most, because it wasn't no fireweed, it wasn't no Arizona, it wasn't none of that wild shit. It was Reggie. Niggas could have got killed over some Reggie or could have went to jail because, like I said, niggas had weapons when they ran up in there. They could have fucking did something to the person that was in there, and we'd have all went down because the whole hood knew that we the ones who pulled that move when we got back to the hood. They knew my little midnight blue Mazda MPV because it was always up there. Niggas knew who was all in there and everything. That was the end of the little stick-up kid shit. More of the story. A quick move. A quick move like that, something small, something like that, could have turned into something big. Jail or death. I mean, like, and plenty of shit happened after that told me that, I mean, the streets wasn't for a nigga. Unless a nigga was willing to go to jail or be dead in the casket. And at that time, that's when my kids started being born. And I wasn't with that shit. So, I mean, I stepped away from that shit. And lo and behold, After that, a couple people that was on that mission with us went and pulled another move, and that shit cost them, time away from their family, their loved ones. Significant time away. Like 10 plus, like real shit. So, you know what I mean? Like, shit crazy, man. Niggas think these streets love us. Niggas holding down blocks that don't do shit for them. Niggas getting into all types of wild shit for no damn reason. You know what I mean? Making a couple $100 and $1,000. You know what I mean? Like, ain't nobody making no real money like that. Ain't worth that jail time. Ain't shit out in the streets that's worth 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Or your kids not be able to talk to you and count on you because you dead. You in a fucking casket. You in the urn. You know what I mean? Like, they talking to your ashes. That shit ain't about nothing, man. So from that time, that shit was like in between 2002, 2004, maybe. That's when both of my oldest kids is born. My daughter about to be 21 years later. You know what I mean? Me realizing that shit was bullshit and shit wasn't really about nothing, that shit bought me some time. Because I could have been easily on that next move and been in jail and missed time out with my kids. You know what I mean? This shit don't be about nothing. And the cycle is just getting worse now. There's more bullshit going on. Now in Rochester, got the damn near in the top 10, top 5 probably. And the murder rate per cap. You know what I mean? Like, a small city like this, 40, 50, 60 murders a year, that shit is devastating to be in this little small spot. Shit crazy, man. Anyway, that was a little small story that really opened up my eyes and told me, you know what I mean, get up out them streets. Can't be halfway in, halfway out. I mean, because like I said, I was working a 40-hour job. This was like when I was 18, 19. Working a 40-hour job and going straight to the block. Sitting in the spot, going home for a little while, eating, going back to the spot next day, going do my 10, 12-hour shift and then coming straight to the block. But yeah, I'm up out of here. This is the first episode, a little story time or whatever. I try to keep it PG, don't try to say no names or whatever, none of that wild shit, but yeah. Shit crazy. Failed mission. Episode 1. It's your boy B.